Hello everyone, welcome Lead School at Home. Today we are going to start the new chapter in politics of Unit 4 of Class 10 NCERT, that is 6th chapter, Political Parties. First student, I am going to show you the sign of political parties and their names. See here, first this is a sign of Bharatiya Janata Party, in short BJP. Here, second one is, this is a sign of hand and it is a India National Congress, means INC. Here, third one is there, that is a sign of a elephant, and this is a Bahujan Samaj Party, that is BSP. Fourth one is a sign of, here clock is there in between the image of our flag. This is a Nationalist Congress Party, that is NCP. Next one, here this is a sign of a Communist Party of India, that is CPI, and this is a Communist Party of India, that is Marxist, and CPIM. And here the next image of All India Trinamool Congress, that is TMC. These are the national parties in India. And for your information, as per the latest publication from Election Commission of India, the total number of parties registered was 2598, with 8 national parties, just we have seen, 52 state parties, and 2538 unrecognized parties. All registered parties contesting election need to choose a symbol from a list of available symbols offered by the Election Commission. Now we will just overview of this chapter. Now we will see the overview. Overview means what we are going to see in this topic. Now in this topic we are going to see, in this our tour of democracy, we have come across political parties several times. In class 9, we noticed the role of political parties in the rise of democracies, in the formation of constitutional designs, in electoral politics, and in the making and working of governments. In this textbook, we have glanced at political parties as vehicles of federal sharing of political powers, and as negotiators of social divisions in the arena of democratic politics. Before concluding this tour, let us take a close look at the nature and working of political parties, especially in our country. We begin by asking two common questions. First, why do we need parties? Second one, how many parties are good for a democracy? In the light of these, we introduce the national and regional political parties in today's India, and then look at what is wrong with the political parties and what can be done about it. Now we will move towards on next page. On this page, one question is there: why do we need political parties? This question also we have seen in overview. Now, why the need of political parties to us? Just see. Political parties are easily one of the most visible institutions in a democracy. In democracy, political parties are one of the most visible institutions. We have seen earlier different political parties in India. For most ordinary citizens, democracy is equal to political parties. And like as ordinary citizens, democracy is also equal to political parties. If you travel to remote parts of our country and speak to the less educated citizens, you could come across people who may not know anything about our constitution or about the nature of our government. Means if you travel to remote parts of our country, means in the villages, and speak to less educated citizens, means those who are taken less education, you could come across people who may not know anything about our constitution, and that people don't know anything about our constitution and about the nature of our government. But chances are that they would know something about our political parties. But some chances are that they would know something about our political parties. At the same time, this visibility does not mean popularity, but this shows that does not mean popularity. Most people tend to be very critical of political parties. They tend to blame for all that is wrong with our democracy and our political life. But some people tend to blame on parties for all that is wrong with our democracy and our political life. Parties have come identify with social and political divisions, and political parties have become identified with social and political divisions. Therefore, it is natural to ask, do we need political parties at all? And in this means in the whatever situation just we have read, then one question arises, do we need political parties at all? About 100 years ago, there were few countries of the world that had any political party, and 100 years back, there were few countries of the world that had any political parties. Now there are few that do not have parties, or maybe there are few that do not have any parties. Why did political parties become so omnipresent in democracies all over the world? And again, one question is arise: why did political parties become so omnipresent in democracies all over the world? Let us first answer what political parties are and what they do before we say why we need them. See now, first we will see the meaning of political parties, and the meaning is in this way. A political party is a group of people who come together to contest elections and hold power in the government. political parties means group of some people who come together to contest election and hold their power in the government. They agree on some policies and programs for the society with a view to promote the collective good, and they agree on some policies and programs for the society with a view to promote the collective goods. Since there can be different views on what is good for all, and different parties have a different view on what is good for all. See here, some pictures are given here. This is a number one picture. See some signs and something is written here. One person is designing. In third one also written something on the wall. Fourth one is also one design of maybe it is a sign of a party. Just we read what has given here. Election Commission has officially banned wall writing by parties during election times. Most political parties argues that was the cheapest way for their campaign. These election times used to create amazing graffiti on the walls. Here are some examples from Tamil Nadu. See here, this information is very important from us. We have to note that Election Commission has banned on walls writing by parties during election times. But on this statement, some political parties argue that the cheapest way for their campaign means wall writing is the cheapest way for them. Now we will move towards on next page. On this page, one picture has given. This picture, I think election time is going on, and in election times the members in the parties are pursuing the mind of the people by giving a speech, or maybe they are addressing to the people to give votes, or maybe they are telling their about policies. See here, sound are there. Again, see here, one person is reading newspaper what different members are telling. Now here members are giving speech. Now we will move towards on next part in this chapter. Now in the next part we will see parties try to persuade people why their policies are better than others. In the election times, parties are trying to persuade people's mind with their policies are better than others. They seek to implement these policies by winning popular support through elections, and in this way they are seeking to implement these policies by winning popular support through the election. Thus, parties reflect fundamental political division in a society, and in this way different parties tries to reflect their fundamental political divisions in society. Parties are about a part of the society and thus involves partnership. Parties are about a part of the society and thus they involve in partnership. Thus, a party is known by which par it stands for, which policies it supports, and whose interest it upholds. And a party is known by which part is stand for, and which policies it supports, and whose interest it upholds. A political party has three components, means a political party has a major three components. These components are: first one, the leader; second one, the active members; and third one, the followers. Means a political party has three components: first one, the leader; second one, the active members; third one, the followers. These are the components of any party. Now next part we will see in our next video. I think you have understood it better. If any query, any question mark is there in your mind, please tell your questions. We will solve it. Thank you.